I used to work at a bakery, and each time something looked a bit off, I just ate it. Oh, nice. I wonder if you're fat. I feel like I'd be fat if I did this. Yeah, but what if it were Pika? Villain believes they're best friends. Main character who views villain as rival or arch nemesis. Former US intelligence official David Grush says under oath that the US government is in possession of UFOs and non-human bodies. Aliens better not be hit by the anthropocentrism cringe. I hope they look really weird. I also hope they like us. Sending love to those fighting the job market. I can't get a freaking job. I don't want a freaking job. Interpret this in your own words. Dating. They are both pregnant. I wonder who has a license plate like that. Even though it's Santa. What? Wait, actually Santa? Thought you had a sleigh. I like this. Damn, who's this diva? Literally any fat character. This will forever stick with me. Discovered something and hoping it could save lives. Gets brainwashed of that thing. This is unironically kind of the Hawk Tour girl. True, but I didn't really think she was that interesting. Found the most miserable looking My Little Pony today. Friendship is a hassle. Someone told this pony about bronies. I love my wife. I love everything about her. Loving your wife isn't a personality. Okay, tell that to my wife, who I love. She's a part of me. Wake up and pee. Or are you going to stay in bed and develop kidney stones? I always get up to pee. As much as I hate to get up and pee, I do it. It annoys me too much. What it looks like, what it feels like, what it looks like when you actually have to fix your posture, what it feels like. I was like, I'm just gonna sit my back. Some animals get a really bad symbolic rep. You will represent greed, uncleanness, and violence, and everything wrong with capitalism. Also, the tall creatures will eat you probably. Wait, what did I even do? Pigs are so smart as well. Favorite ship dynamic. Can you tell who this is referenced to? Resting witch face. Resting lunatic face. I have no clue who you're talking about. I feel like everyone designed their sonars to be smashable. One at a time, please, ladies. This guy needs to shower. This has to be the most unromantic thing ever. I told ChatGPT about you. This would be a red flag. Closed. Open. Put those orbs away. Yes, this is what it's like having blue eyes, guys. I can confirm. Whoa, right in front of our kids, you sickos. How dare you drink, even though we smashed into your bar, and now we're here, in your area. You're disgusting. You vermin. You absolute troglodytes. Intimidating character. Intimidating character. Edited to have one tooth. Saw an old lady today that looked like an old lady and was dressed like an old lady. Except she was wearing big goth stomping boots like this. God, I wish I knew how to do this. You will if you try. Man, I'm feeling curious. Hold on a second. How curious are you feeling? What does MFW mean? I forgot. FFW meaning, oh, my face. My face when a client who's been trusting me to work on their stuff asked me if I'm still available for the job. But I drove very slowly. I love your art and I can wait. I trust you. This is the best way to be. Made a depression creature. I call it the WTF. Where's its mouth? Heating pad not turned on. The cat's coming. The cat's excited to use it, but it finds out it's not warm and it's sad. Comic of the experience Venus had this morning. She looked at me with the saddest eyes. Ugly, plushie. But I still want to buy this plushie, even if it's ugly. Hey, what the hell? These are German emotions. My favorite German emotion to feel is Ich fremdet. Driving home. Hey guys, here's my post where I analyze this thing in this one piece of media. I hope you enjoy it. These are just my thoughts on it. Guy that made the piece of media in question, liking my post. Why are you barking? What? I think they're trying to study or finish an exam, but they're having a lot of trouble. Do pigeons sometimes forget they can fly? People, gotta go. If only there was some way I could easily escape. Better walk faster. They're just lazy. They don't want to fly. Lazy fat pigeons. And they know what most humans act like anyway. To them, we're bots, and to us, they're bots. La 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 la. Oh, I hate my past self. So cringe. La 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 la. Hanging this on my will. Your anatomy doesn't make sense. I'm a cartoon, idiot. We will burn you at the stake. No, you can't. I'm vegetarian. Whoa, we're just gonna have to burn you at the salad then. Walked by a coworker's computer, and he was just looking at a picture of a hot dog. He must have been hungry. Did you offer him some food? I love being a night person. These dark rooms are awesome, but what if there was a scary creature lurking somewhere? Would I still love the darkness? I would. Just remembered my old attempt at a creature named OMG. Anxiety creature named OMG. Goblin cat and squid grandma. They have tea time on Tuesdays. Whenever a family has two brothers in it, they always look like this. Stay off the thunder path. That's where the monsters with the big round paws live. You mean the roads? Hysterical kind of trio dynamic. Character A, full of love, joy, and whimsy. Character B and C, they're just not very nice. Stop mistreating your TBHs. Malnourished, unethically bred. I think I've never seen a normal TBH then. They're always got a problem. The fan fan art versus the canon interaction. The kissing barrier. You need to take off your hat. Maybe that's there for a reason. Oh, why am I so ugly? You're not ugly, dude. You're just not your type. Wait, wow. To be honest, this just turned my worldview upside down. That's, Puts husband on shoulder like bird. Holds husband gentle like hamburger. Now only if I was an artist. Like you, Tumblr is full of artists, so they drew it themselves. You have terminal baby disease. It's true. The doctor said so. You're just a babe. My thing I like is couples protecting each other, not because one is weaker, but because they're both completely equal, and their first instinct is to protect each other. Excellent. Bonus points when they're both fighting over who gets to be the protective one. No. It's like watching the Mona Lisa get painted. Markiplier speed paint. This was 12 years ago. Highly underrated ship dynamic. How could I have allowed myself to fall in love with this idiot? Are we still talking about ship dynamics? Because these ones are my favorite. Individually, incredibly intelligent. Plus extra points if they're the best in their field. Together, they're stupid. They're a bunch of idiots. Has died multiple times. B. There to witness it every time. Going insane from grief. Don Bluth only knew how to draw one man, but he wasn't going to let that stop him. To be fair, he knew how to draw two men, Twinks and Bears. I'm bursting with inspiration. I'm going to draw so much today. Oh, I made one drawing. That's enough for today. Having a normal conversation with Mutual. Big Bob's Emily liked your reply. And every time I'm checking their profile to see if they're AI. Damn it, they're always AI. Flustered. Keep saying / doing romantic things on accident. Oblivious. I just saw a dog carrying a full bottle of Dr. Pepper in her mouth. Cannot overstate the significance of this. She was just standing there. Does this trope have a name? Because I like it. Group of characters / friends. Everyone becomes evil, worse, and or dies horrifically. Only a few stay normal. Don't delete the old art. You'll regret it. OMG, I just found my old art from when I was 12. Mine is from 2013. I've improved so much. It's so cute. Wow, I love looking back on my art progress. So cool. And you, who had a burning of Alexandria with all of his old art at 14. You should never destroy your own art. You should be proud of it. The darkest places in hell are reserved for those who maintain their neutrality in times of moral crisis. No, I just don't want to pick sides. Let me grill for God's sake. You will grill, alright? Grill in the hottest pit of hell, coward. Forgot I made this one time when I was on the bus and had like 4 bees in my hand. They don't know I'm holding bees in my hand. How did they not sting you? Because I am pure of heart, and they knew that. Bees do know this. They can read energy well, I agree. Smiling friends, and they're playing Squid Games. Do you guys think you could beat Squid Games? I think I could. Art on a big projector. Person who drew that art would. We were critiquing character designs in class today, when there was a really good one, and someone turned to the artist holding their laptop, the screen of which just said, Wood, in big trackpad drawn letters. The it's so over, we're so back cycle. It should be we're so back because we're going into 2026. And that's the mentality we need. It was over though. It was. Putting something rude or crass on a cute character doesn't automatically make you funny. Preach. Shut the hell up, witch. My favorite toy is my Beanie Babe. I like it because it's soft. Cheers. I'll drink to that, bro. Wait, aren't you upset by this? Huh? No, it's whatever. 2 days later. Suddenly feeling a sadness so deep and ancient, it is genuinely nauseating. Sorting papers at work. Voice of a 7-year-old child. You should end yourself. What did you say? If you let yourself die, it'll restart. Playing video games. Just got jump scared at work. If a kid said that to me at work, if I was working at... I'd say something back. A vampire giving themselves a pep talk to a mirror that has a crudely drawn picture of themselves that they drew tape to it. Feeling down, run through flowers and feel like a princess, like this ball. Very princessy. Why is every animation meme just this now? What, them looking at the camera? Why is every animation meme? I played these games before. This window cat seat comes with a legend to identify the current occupant. Oh, we're seeing hubris today. It looks like an evil cat from a movie. You know the type of cat I'm talking about? The female body is hardcore as hell. Yes, it is. The fact that you can grow a baby in someone's body is insane. It's really cool. I may not be able to protect you from dark days, but I will stay with you till it ends. Writing. Yes, yes, yes. How devilish. This is what you think you look like, but in reality, you're just a cute, whimsy person. 90% of my writing experience is doing this. The type of artists we have. The Uwu, who's very proud of their drawing. The lots of Whip, who can't get enough and just keeps drawing everything. Lazy, but a lot of ideas. This is the overthinker. The clown, down. The person who draws the weirdest and funniest stuff, bye. They don't like you. They left your life. Not an artist, just someone who left your life. Meme post. Cute posts. They make the cutest art ever. Depression people. Their art is very detailed and very, very good. It's always something very emotional and dramatic. Always angry. These people make art of anything and everything. Mostly stuff with fire. Lots of energy. They don't draw. They just watch people draw because they've got too much energy. Slop. Any media that just so happens to have bright and childlike imagery. Improved my facial perspective tenfold. Wow, very cool. If I was a drawer, I'd be using this. I think about this often. I have no idea what Deltarune is about, but every time I see this little bird guy, it's always the funniest video ever. This is literally me. I was raised in a household where we learned to never ask for much, but I secretly wish for a little bit of everything. More of everything all the time. This film is a cinematic masterpiece, as it delves into the complicated concepts of human nature, highlighting the imperfections of humanity represented in one single frame. This movie's peak. Well, time for bed. Mr. Smiley goes to bed. Aren't I a tough nut to crack? So did they sleep in the end? Or were they thinking about these thoughts the whole time and couldn't sleep? Pulled an all-nighter, and then I promptly passed out. I drew this sometime and have no recollection, but I think I get what I was going for. I really need you to brush up on your mythology here. Do you even know what a hydra looks like? This is a hydra. Its defining features are its one tail and many, many heads. So what is this supposed to be? That, Mr. Schmidt, is an octopus. Its defining features are its one head and many legs. You literally could have not gotten this more wrong. Hail octopus. Playing with OCs is either having so much fun or it's for character development. I promise I have to end you. Also play with textures. I don't know what to think. I'm thinking about so many things. The therapist's office. Lemieux. I love this photo. They are healing. We're getting a modern day version of this meme. Very cool. Why do people always think I'm dating my friends? Me with my friends. If I had a girlfriend and she was doing this, I mean, I could see why they think you're dating. If you're like hugging them like that, face to cheek. Most bugs are very complicated. You never know what weapons they have. Meanwhile, beetles are just like, beetles make it really obvious. Bugs also get a lot scarier when they start flying because they get a lot louder too. I will not remove my teeth, but like, holy hell. He's taking Lexapro and he's smoking? Where's your coffee? Always terrified of them. Cheerful looking. Has done something that has made them terrifying. You guys look nothing alike. Wait a minute. Let us do the same pose. Wait, hold on. Were they doing the same pose this whole time? I don't know what changed. Wait, you guys are identical. I don't know what they changed, but yeah. Sometimes I forget. Damn, only 10 likes for 10 people in the room. I accidentally stayed up until 7 a.m. Oh, nice. Accidentally on your phone. Their semi-supportive sidekick. Cocky main character. Should I end Misa right now? Jar Jar, after a really bad day.
Misa, I don't like her anymore.
Ships that look like this either break or heal me. Breathing creature. Forgets about half there, half not. They're 100% delusional. You have to repeat things multiple times for them to register what you just said. You have to be hyper-focused on them so they don't accidentally get kidnapped or get locked up in a mental asylum. Or follow a random stranger home after being offered food. Yeah, I'm a mixture of both. More on the left. Bun versus a hare. Well, yeah, it's male and female. Which lasso did you use? The transparent one. Why the long face, pal? Oh, would you like my face to be like this, Pac-Man? I think it would be funny if kitty pets were a little more familiar to two-legged things such as cars and bad words. I think the monster is asleep. We're safe for now. You mean the car? Sleep deprivation. Hey. Ooh, I'm so sleepy. I hope this will keep me up. Sleep deprivation. Be 15 years old. Red. The blood of angry men. I saw a super cute snail today. Miserable office worker and the bearer of the power of the paper sprite must save the world from the rebirth of Mr. 1999 and maybe start working on her graphic novel that she's never going to finish. Plack, plack, plack. Jumping off. Stop doing this. I will now buy your game. Ah yes, my favorite ship dynamic. Buggy. Ah yes, a similar day for Hemectoptera orcla, also known as a leafhopper. I like people who know weird stuff like this. It's not even weird. Very specific scientific names of things. Me and my bestie. Okay, so basically, talking about interest. Okay, my turn. Talking about interest. This is how friendships work. Sort. I love to arbitrarily sort. Imagine if giraffes had 2 legs. Hello friends, I'm here. Hold on. I'm sorry, sir. You have been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Chat, is this real? Oh god, it's getting worse. I thought so too, person whom I don't know. I thought so too. I just shaved. Touched my leg. At any moment, I can go bwee bwee. Traveled back in time and met B's past. Then found out B's past is vastly different from the present. A is not used to it. OC's making out. I'm sleeping. Good night, my friends. I hope I have good dreams. OC's making out with me. Wait, you're still sleeping. Nothing changed. Guy I saw on train today. Oh, what is he looking at? Oh, no, I'm not looking at what he's looking at. I'm looking looking at his shirt, I just realized. Chat, do you guys mess with this? Canon, the same base model for every single character. Fan art. Shape dynamics, hell yeah. Tall but slender. Short, stocky. Normal height but fat. It's like having in the Chipmunks. It literally is. Mother, yes, I require. What do you require? What do you require? Are you pissing on my bed? Oh, you're not. You're just pouring at me. You're nuding my eye. Stop it. It hurts. Dog watching his human cry. Concerned. Where was the human smile? Probably lost somewhere. Dog thoughts. That was okay. Dog knew how to fetch. The most painful type of commenter to see anywhere. Metaphor art with metaphors. What the skibbity? Was bro on stuff when he made this? Lol. This is so crazy. Oh, thanks for the 20 gold. 4 out of 10. Unimpressive grades. Mediocre art. Come on, guys. Don't be so negative about yourself. If you drew this, your art is not bad. Your art is very good. It's better than what most people can do. And you also got A's, B. Shut up. Shut up. Rage bait. My girlfriend talks in her sleep. I've noted them down for weeks. I've turned them into a poem. The ship is breaking. It's filling with water. I scoop. Piracy anxiety. I sleep talk a lot. Like a lot. YouTube. A deep dive into a nostalgic thing from your childhood. Exposing these degenerates that should be arrested. Sprankers. 1 minute you're watching Baby Shark, and then you're seeing someone make a flamethrower out of microphones. A sweaty lesbian plus a literal goddess. Why do they have to be sweaty? I was teaching my grandma to use the computer so we can talk on Skype and such. But today she went kind of mad at me because I didn't show her the knitting program, and I was like, what? And it comes out she accidentally opened MS Excel and found out it's a great way to create knitting patterns. My grandma is 82. No, grandma, one hand like this. Oops, I made a scarf. It's so over. We're so back cycle. It's just the cycle of life at this point. Anyone else start getting shaky when someone gets into an interest of yours, or is that just me? I don't know how to describe it. Hey, I got you into that thing you like. Vibration. So I designed this terrifying monster. Wood. You suck. Yucky you. Artists who do everything in one layer. Artists who make a new layer for each detail. 2 moods. Don't tell me what to do. Please tell me what to do. Goes through the most horrifying experience imaginable. One is traumatized and the other's just, well, that just happened. I just had a really good mango. It was so good that I had to illustrate how it made me feel afterwards. Why is it smoking? Stop hunting of this endangered species. He's about to be not living. I found a better thing to say to sneezing than bless you. Achoo! Ni Miku. The world isn't ready for my junior. We are not doing this. Song's good as hell. The part that goes nutty. And you're waiting the whole time to listen to that part. My bangs look so cute today. Oh no, the wind is going to ruin your hair. Excuse me. Puts husband on shoulder like bird. Holds husband gentle like hamburger. Now, if only I was an artist. Holds gentle like hamburger. They did it for you. Please remember to care for your Among Us. Bad and wrong. Among Us is dirty and held on hard collar. Good and healthy Among Us is held on soft Velcro harness. Shout out to the doctor who responded with complete sincerity when I, anesthesia, uttered the phrase, "Chat, are we cooked?" in her medical professional vicinity. You're such a real one for that. Chat, are we cooked? Not if I can help it. You're adopted. Finn would be the type of cartoon character to grow up in a family of dogs for 12 years and be surprised if he found this out. Like Tarzan, apocalyptic setting. What about apocalyptic setting but with overgrown vegetation? I really like the, oh, he looks like his grandfather. I'm particularly fond of this one. Blue guy, the worst. Oh my god, bruh. Deeply mourning someone they assume is gone forever. May have miscalculated the effect of their disappearing act. I'm frustrated by cartoon depictions of chickens, which in my experience with the actual animal doesn't even make sense as a stereotype. Every day I wake up, against my will, and I have a little treat, perform some chaotic movements and tasks, then I go back to bed. Choose your side, Team Yippee or Team Wahoo? Wahoo, just seems nostalgic to me. Yeah, so I went, glue up, beat down, interruption, teleporter. Yeah, so I went to visit my friend, bro visited his friend. Fail way to hold a conversation, Nimrod. Goggles. Oh, they're goggling how to hide a body. I see you're trying to cover up a murder. Would you like help? What's your goal in life? I want to be content. Well, have you set up your social media channels? I want to be content, not content. Sorry for filling your dashboards with rapid fire reblogging, everyone. But that last line is just way too good to let it. Oh, hello, we are rats. So I forgot about it. Everybody is ignorantly and foolishly living their lives, getting married, buying homes, having babies, planning for 40 years into the future, as if we have any time yet. They don't know everything becomes dust. We do, and yet we love, and yet we dance. I hate to admit it, but LA has NYC way beat when it comes to the number of people who look like this. Wow, is that an old Game Boy? That's so cool. Do you have Pokemon? Girl who stinks good. I've never met someone who stinks good. If they stink badly, you know? Hey, little man, how's it going? Yeah, really? I didn't know you thought like that. Guy I saw in traffic today that I felt compelled to draw. He looked so serious, I want to know his story. Dirty work van. Smoking, at least 40. High-vis vest. Dashboard covered in plush sea creatures. I thought I was muted and just had this exchange with a coworker on a Zoom call. My main goal, his mango, is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. You've got an appointment later. You've still got a few hours. You're still stressing out about it. It changes your whole day. About to experience unforeseen circumstances. Kind and gentle sunshine. Big scary no one's ever been kind to. Cute person with a dog personality versus dog person with a cat personality. How we interpret. I more interpret both of them as the thing on the left. Small guide to my emoticon usage. Here's a comic. I hate art, but I'm still gonna make it. I'm so happy I made all the correct choices that led us to meeting. It's something like this, I think. Why am I so frustrated all the time? Shouldn't I be better at the things I am right now? Look at me. I'm aging. I'm only 22, dude. Middle child. Why are you talking so loud? We can hear you. Oh, okay. Man, this is so easy. How easy? I don't get this one. Autism to autism connection. This is what it's like having autism, people. Is it just me, or is this how searching for anything on YouTube feels like? The thing I'm searching for. Video I'm looking for. Reaction to video I'm looking for. Completely unrelated video. Might have term in the description. You might like video I already watched. Not safe for work clickbait. I don't see any not safe for work clickbait. Professor, I have a question. Completely unintelligible answer. Okay. I was like, I love you to my partner, and they said, I love you. And I was like, Promi? And they were like, and then they physically recoiled from me and looked at me like this. I'm Promi. How old are you? Sight I saw in San Francisco. Twice. Gaggle of tiny children leashed together, being herded along, everyone in high-vis. I've been in a group like this. I was a kid in this situation. I have a memory of this. These fools walk by my work twice a day, and are never less in awe of whatever pruning tools I'm using at the time. I'm always like, check these out. I'm an adult and my job is big scissors, because they're not allowed to touch scissors. Once again, thinking about the charming and beloved movie review scale used in the San Francisco Chronicle. I made that. Hasn't kissed anyone ever. Expecting a kiss with tongue. Why the long face, pal? Because I'm trying to look like Pac-Man. Hello, I'm looking for human resources. Niet, you are looking for HR. This is her. Oh god. This Wojak attempt was made with so much rage, but I don't think it worked. Instead, I think this guy has a beautiful soul. The difficulty enjoyer. You should really take a break and come back to it later. Maybe if you took a break, you might have more fun. We'll take a break and come back to it later. Yeah, I got stuck there too. I had to take a couple of breaks. Break. No, because these are genuinely good advices in playing hard games. My advice would be watch a tutorial. And if it's Elden Ring, my advice would be to uninstall so you don't want to die. That game ruined my health. I think it's really funny when parent-child character designs are just like this. Fine, I give up. You don't need to take any of my genetic material. Take my wife's. Stop using that emoji to punctuate your sentences. Ah, little guy. Oh, he's a little bit messed up actually, but he's still a little guy. Character with closed eyes by default. Can still see. Eyes open when shocked. I haven't seen anyone do this ship dynamic yet. Ship dynamic of an old married couple. Reading the newspaper, one's knitting. I've seen this before. Ma, pa, I done swallowed a little Lego fella, and I ain't feeling so good. Asking for a diagnosis be like, so I can sometimes focus for up to an hour after days or weeks of not doing anything. Can function. Case closed. Ah, what a great therapist. Thank you. Wow, it's beautiful. I'm going in. Huh? How did you just enter that painting? Are you alive still? Bedtime, and don't forget that you're traumatized. Okay, thanks. The perfect time to think about how troubled you are. This happens to be the moment I like a character a little too much. Favorite character? Are they me or married to me? The Horrible Snowcat, 1969. Don't call her that. Me when I was 15, and all I chose to consume as inspiration was anything Warhammer related. So many variations, and yet you chose this. When you want to play your video games, but don't have the energy for it. Like, who wants to be my proxy that does the gameplay while I watch and make every decision in the game from the comfort of my bed? Dialogue option 1. Yes, my lord. No, the seal tried to eat the lemon. Found out the hard way. Trying to explain to my parents just how monumental detrimental this is for me, to the point where I have to call out of work. Wait, so you're taking a whole day off of work to play a video game? Dad, for me this is like if a new Splatoon game came out. Oh, okay. I've had enough of hippo propaganda. Stop slandering sharks. Portrayed in media as versus real life. Bloodthirsty, flesh-eating torpedo. Clueless. 7 to 9 yearly kills in the world. Adorable giant herbivore puppy. Territorial killing machine. 500 to 3,000 yearly kills in just their native continent. She's been kind of looking chunky lately. Yeah, like even for a whale. Wow, gorgeous, perfect. Just go where you're appreciated. Sphinx. This feels like when you step into a restaurant in winter. My biggest mistake was somehow learning about a really bad person in elementary school, and my parents' biggest mistake was failing to tell me he died a long time ago. It resulted in me being terrified on the walks to and from school because I was 100% sure he was going to catch me. A visual I had in my head reading this. Oh no, that person's gonna get me. I dragged my friends into my current hyperfixations by using this method. This has worked at least 6 times so far. Character that is 100% their type. Bartender. The usual, please. Oh, a hug. That is the usual. I accept you as you are. As I am, I don't even know what I am. Try not to think too hard about it. Let's just see what happens. Small cutie patootie beast that lives with a nice living human, but secretly is a monster. Online artist phenomenon that is also the funniest thing in the world to me. Day 1, anti-Cosmo fan art. Day 579, my OC Cos, Lord of Vampires. Be kind to your stuffed animals. They will remember your kindness, and in turn, they will be kind to you. Writing an essay for me so I can take a nap. I am a skeleton. I wish I had skin. I am a human. I wish I didn't have any skin. I wish I was a skeleton. So a shark is in bed sleeping? Brrr, the alarm rings. What did he do? He took a bite out of it? Sharks aren't violent like this. I'm glad I'm creative. I've created countless worlds. First fan art of a character you liked. 30th fan art of the character. This is how you know you're cooked. What did you do to them? You changed everything about them. Hello, my darling boy. May I use stairs? I'll just step over. No. My darling boy. My cat does this. Or she'll move and I feel really bad for her. I'm like, sorry, Tinkerbell. Do it. I dare you. I doggy dare you. You remember too much. My mother said recently, why hold on to all of that? I said, where can I put it down? And one of them's going inside of you. Me. Sees my stuffed animal on the floor next to my bed. Me. Why wasn't I a better parent? Self-projecting OC artist. Their favorite OC, who is them but cooler, and has traits that makes them feel better about it. Me and my boyfriend went to a festival and someone had a live photo booth. Only love can stand against the evil AI. Listen, the crash out is terrible, but your lock-in will be phenomenal. Tavern by Benjamin Massey. Benjamin, I don't know you, but wherever you are, just know that I love you. I ain't scared of no things. You're not scared of lipstick? Hey dude, that sounds rough, but I still need you to come in since we're already understaffed. I had a dream that my partner and I were trying to find a single seat on a very crowded bus, and among all the human passengers was a rat taking up a seat. I was like, why not just take the seat and hold the rat in your lap? And my partner was like, no, that's his seat. Thank you for changing my life. I'm literally just a Psy flat brush, haunted by this storyboard from Stakes that clearly has friend covering whatever word was originally written. I helped you because you're her friend. Character with fire motive when they get flustered. Art is their love language. Art isn't their love language. What was once lost can never be truly found again. I'm broken inside, Papa.
Ta-da.
Ah! Why did you eat all my yarn? Because I'm hungry. But you don't even need that much yarn. I'm a stereotype. Why are you upset about that? We're all some sort of stereotype. Funny pet owners when their pet sheds. Reptile owners when their pet sheds. I like this character. 1 week later. I love this guy so much. 1 month later. Me and my wife. Where is my girl? There she is. Now you can finally go to bed. Does anyone understand? Perhaps I could have been free. I can't live here anymore. Urge to be an a-hole. Realization this is probably a mood swing and I should stay away from conversations to avoid lashing out. Dealing with bottled up anger alone. Literally everything is annoying me. How I deal with anger? You took this snapshot of me in my private home. Do you mind? I'm running through a crypto mine with a big magnet. Happy Father's Day. Breakfast in bed. Why do people say chicken as a term for coward? Have you ever met a chicken? Because those things will mess you up, man.
Bark, 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 I'm looking at you, bark.
Stop doing this. If you do this, I will now buy your game. Snakes. Why is this cute? Cute snakes. Which of these do you have? Who the hell uses 6? What are you keeping tabs on? The animatronics? Bug people versus normal people. Where is my son? I'm here, Papa. Ah, yes, my tiny boy. We did it. We goddamn did it. We did it. Let's all celebrate in the comments. We did it. I don't know what we did, but I think we did it. Experiencing the horrors versus the horrors. My favorite animal faces. This is just summarizing modern day media. Lazy cat stretching. Artist hand stretchy. There's one hard thing to do because I'm so stiff. When drinking tea, drink tea. Why isn't he doing anything? By the way, loves rain. Very cold and soggy boy. Just blowing from stupid town? What does that even mean? Why at no work? I need to make money. You know, you can like enjoy something, right? Like it's not your responsibility as a creator to only make things for other people. Your art will only be good if you enjoy making it. The male character design. Funny eating grin. Tired eyes. Long hair. Literally, what is this thing called? Bonus arm thing. The leg thing. Know the difference between the two. Oh, it's because I like deep personal connection and seeing them happy fills my void. Literally the only reason to become a creator. Duh. Donk donk. How to deal with having symptom of disorder. Results. How to deal with a friend who has disorder. I'm scared of my brother who has disorder. Methods for dealing with family of disorder. Now I feel like I'm a monster that's ruining my family and friends' lives. Resources when your symptoms aren't cutesy and quirky. An ancient marble head of a classical goddess, defaced and carved with a Christian cross around the year 500 AD. It licked an orange. Is that an orange? Why would they look like that after licking an orange? It makes sense if it was a lemon. Is this a fruit I don't know? This is me in paradise. Ah yes, I see. Cigarette. Wasabi peas. Coffee. This is me in paradise. Discord call with 5 concurrent streams. Ah, I see. Timu robe and a bunch of other things. That laptop is closed though. They're just reading. They're reading a fiction by their friend. Hail spirit. And the spirit says, hail the witch. Hello. Ooh, so shiny. I melt. Nice to meet you. I'm hungry. Love your hair. You totally shine too. Hi. I didn't know what I thought Gundam was about, but I wasn't expecting topics like political assassination, hostile takeover, and unethical weapon development. I thought this was a Transformers or something. Wow, cool. Robot. War is bad. That meme was about Gundam. Have I read this before? How to show affection towards men as a male. Thanks. Love you, man. Dude, you're amazing. Wanna do drugs, gamble, overthrow a Chuck E. Cheese, and make out after? Hell yeah. Make out? How about that? I think that's a bit too affectionate for the homies. Unless you're into that. I think I want another. I'll only get one more. Okay, maybe just one more. Just one more. Just this one, no more, please. I do not hide from scary humans. I will win this staring contest. I do not have eyelids. Someone's philosophy professor is also a dungeon master. A trolley full of your loved ones is heading down the tracks and will hit another loved one. If you redirect it, it will hit 3 strangers, but all of your loved ones will be fine. However, there is another person on the other side of the tracks facing the same problem. If you both choose to redirect the trolleys, they will crash in the middle, killing almost everyone. The least amount of people will die if you do nothing and allow your loved ones to die. The best case scenario for you to occur, if you pull your lever and the other person does not pull theirs. And the worst case scenario will be if you both pull your levers. What do you do? But what happens if no one pulls a lever? Then they're all dead, right? Good lord. The funniest neutral ending in Undertale is when you spare everyone but Papyrus. Sans is holding back so much rage. The phone call is so funny. Rage bait successful. Yep, you did great, kiddo. Kiss, 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 kiss. They kissed. Yay! Smash, 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 smash. And then if they kept doing this, where would they end up? Fight, 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 fight. Divorce, 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 divorce. Repeat, 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 repeat. I saw someone's sweet baby greyhound in my yard today. It was a little pudgy. I didn't have my camera with me, so here's a sketch I drew of it. Let me know if it's yours. I'll see if I can catch it next time. You can't just say you have a hack for drawing pinstripes and not tell us, Jude. Come on. Step 1. I have clothing in need of flavor. Draw a mess of parallel lines as evenly spaced as possible. Put it on it. Liquefy. Again, but smaller. Trim. And there you have it. Repeat and adjust as needed. Making friends at Girl Scout camp. Hi, I have 10 different allergies. Hi, I'm a wolf in a human body. That's pretty cool. There was always that one kid going through a wolf phase. I remember going to a camp and there was a girl who insisted that mermaids were real. She really insisted. She was like 10 years old, 11. Mermaids do exist though. I just haven't seen them clearly. She must be right. And then you have that one kid who kept getting yelled at to stop wandering towards lakes and bridges and random circles of mushrooms, leaves, and trees or whatever. That kid was me. Was also repeatedly told to stop collecting various woodland foods. If you have ever been jealous of your pet's ability to lap up water with their tongue, you can roughly stimulate the experience, lapping up a bowl of dry Rice Krispies. Any of you ever stand with your hands kind of touching together, sort of like this? This is how I hold a pen, in case you were wondering. drawing. Good, good. Step aside, boys. Using hands. Plebs, I use my nose. Well, I just use my mind. Beat that. You can't. Loud external noises. Loud music to feel the music. Why small kittens are always either the most pathetic or the most evil creature you've ever seen. And they're both cute. My friend Sarah posted this photo of a paprika core on her Instagram and was like, looks like a monster. Of course I drew it. Is the sound it makes. I read the description before I saw the drawing and was like, they are friends now. I think you guys just created a new Pokemon. My son drew this picture of a giraffe. He explained that he ran out of room for the giraffe's head. I like it. I like it too. An artist's brain. What the hell is that? Oh, just my mind thinking of my next composition. Oh wow, a decent hand. Zooms out. What the hell is going on with their hand? Very few people have yellow as their favorite color, but the people who do are always unhinged about it. Average blue fan. Yeah, blue's nice, I guess. Average yellow fan. My favorite color is probably purple, but I don't know. I can really like blue. I can also really like red. Safe from predators. Ground me. No way, this is a polar bear reference. I know the image. Why does Tumblr always personify introversion? As a tiny cute girl who drinks tea, reads books, and wears sweaters. Like, I'm a 190-pound man who hangs out in the gym and in the woods doing manly stuff, but people still make me nervous, like damn. My hand slipped. This user wishes to transfer his imagination onto the canvas, literally. This is what adults looked like 1884. Drawing of an adult in 1884. I need to get this immediately tattooed. I need to draw faster and cooler when you're on the toilet. These are the thoughts. You and me with our dog and a beautiful house. Who is that in the cell? Important. Checking for mites and fleas. Why? I don't have mites or fleas. Every artist's problem. Taking a photo of the drawing, but the shadow's in the way. Losing it over this proposed redesign of Serbian currency. This is earnestly beautiful, and I pity you if you cannot find beauty in this. I was practicing drawing bases in my art style, and accidentally drew this silly, stupid dude. I love him so much. I don't like this thing, so I'ma just block it. Yay, my day's better. But then you realize that messed up video you saw of that animal suffering. You blocking is not gonna change anything. Today I learned Albert Einstein was a fan of the children's puppet show, Time for Beanie. On one occasion, the physicist interrupted a high-level conference by announcing, "You will have to excuse me, gentlemen. It is time for Beanie." Hey chat, what is this called? Oh, I want a boyfriend. Wow, this sucks. Hey, remember this? Turns out I'm schizoid, lol. Having fun, be like, foot wiggle, 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 wiggle. Character concept. Two people who have reincarnated for thousands of years and have always found each other. But instead of being in love, they just hate each other. Whoa, yes, suddenly hugged you. Baby. I swear to God, every time I make art and then look in the mirror, I have an identity crisis. The art versus the artist. Wow, so you are a real genie? His next two wishes are ice cube in his hand. I back to no talk. Oh. When you try to draw the hand, I can't draw hands, I suck at it. So my mum is babysitting an infant, but I didn't know. So I cannot explain the feeling of walking into my living room and seeing a lone baby I've never seen before sitting on the floor, and the dead eye contact we shed for a full minute before my mum came back into the room. Hey, baby in my living room I have never seen before. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti. A bluebird with very, very tiny, very, very buff arms in place of its wing feathers. OP, change your name. Wisham, I'm begging you. It flies through flexing. I'm in physical pain. Step O. Please, Egg, I need this. My mum is kind of shellless. She has a crack and I want to help her out. Comic idea. Wait, I have to actually draw that out. I have to actually do a thing. Oh no, I am the Death Cube. But I am also a proud father. This is my son, Timothy. He did very well on his last report card. All A's. Dad, stop. Be proud, son. I have no idea what I'm doing, but happy Father's Day. Yeah, art is not for me, gang. Bro, how did you think of this? Why weren't all the Undertale characters drawn in the JoJo style? I regret saying that. What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm 25, so you can still grow. My favorite ship dynamic for the ages. Cutest, most intelligent little thing on Earth. An inhuman eldritch monster with a convenient, attractive human form. Doesn't give a damn which form B has. Loves B all the same. First fan art of a character you liked. 30th fan art of the character. This is how you know you're cooked. Babysitting tonight. We were both peacefully drawing. I went to the bathroom for 30 seconds. I drew her a new face. Noob versus pro versus hacker. Immediately that visual is so cool in my head. What, fish smoking cigar? Pretty cool. We need to figure out how the image of 3 children in a trench coat passing as an adult, something which has never happened, entered humanity's collective consciousness. What do you mean? This has definitely happened. Never in my life did I think that toilet doors would make make me so angry. Is it left or right? They have no clue. I reblog every time for the cartoon. Having a resting witch face is so funny because I'll be doing something relaxing, really enjoying myself, and my face will look like this. Having fun. These are my kind of food. A very chatty and cheerful character. Not a single sparkle in their eyes. Grabs you. Oh my god, why are you grabbing me by the neck? Comic I made at work. And you never take out the trash and you're always late. What was that? No, go ahead and say it to my face. I insist. So proud of myself. My first attempt. Be nice. Why are you being weird to me? This person couldn't be bothered answering the question. I don't understand. The internet's son. Where's the lizard? Interviewing for the job of courtroom sketch artist. I only draw in the style of Peppa Pig. Is that a problem? What do you think Jotaro's dad looked like? I love my saxophone more than my son. One of my favorite shipping dynamics. Bae, how are we feeling? Don't ever draw me again. You kinda look easy to draw. Creating the OC versus giving it a name. Among Us Baby is accepted into the litter. This is the only remotely spam tenor related thing I've drawn. I think he likes the TV world experience. Zooey Baba, this is the lifestyle. How my friends see me draw versus how I really draw. My dogs, when they see I have something in my hand and I'm putting it in my mouth. Please, master. Gender neutral language is great until am I a good girl turns into am I a good person? And now I'm in an existential crisis. Have I been a good boy, a good girl? Have I been a good person? Nothing will change your perspective on a character like someone who is bat crazy obsessed with them. How I feel when someone convinces me a character is so awesome by constantly talking about them, and I find a newfound appreciation for that character, and I would have never come to that realization without them. A friend asked, how do I do subtle motion lines? So I made them this little guide on how I tend to do them. Shivering, flexing, straining. Jiggling, subtle but steady movement. Reflexive knee-jerk reaction or surprise. Fast movement, more noticeable and intense. My favorite is top left. I was angry, so I drew James Wilson having the worst period cramps. Brooding serious anime guy with a sword 3 times his size. Steps in a puddle and turns around and looks directly at the camera looking like this. I really love it when horror games do this. The main scary guy of the game. The guy who has a 0.5% chance of spawning and instantly crashes your game if you go 9 miles out of bounds with the rare Gluppo Spittoon, only obtainable with cheats. And bring it to the top of a slightly off-colored tree. Undertale isn't a horror game, but this is Floey and Gaster. Character they like. Character I like. Me, friend. Bonding with your friends over your favorite fictional little guys. An evil glutton steals a meal. This crime will not go unpunished. I can't punish this alien. The Good Shepherd. Man, shut up. I'm looking at Yowie. Yeah, I'm hungry. Give me food. One day I will draw the cool things. Me, when the themes and motifs connect in my brain. This artist is not working. Blank canvas. Gay sitting. Phone out. He is not drawing. This is rude. That is his antenna. He will get brain damage. Hold your hand out and let him climb on when he's ready. Oh god. What are we about to draw? What are people about to draw to this? Beware the hand who speaks in man's. Love triangle, except it's a guy who wants to join an existing relationship. Looked at the amount of comments and just went, oh no, under my breath. Guys, if you guys don't know how hedgehogs mate, the male literally circles the female until she agrees to be mated. Sonic, what the hell are you doing this for? Unless... Wait a minute, did not know that. I am very normal about this ship, and this is how I look like tweeting about them. Me, explaining internet slang to the cosmic being that wants to eat my planet. What if there's a parallel universe where fictional characters are real, and real people are fictional characters, and your favorite character runs a blog and writes fan fictions about you, trying to get your friends into your fandom like, join me. My daughter just sneezed into my yawning mouth. Seemed really pleased with herself. Joke's on her. She'll have to bury me someday. Are you painting humans again? I just think they're cute. You are, without a shadow of a doubt, the one reason they won't visit us. What I think aliens drawing us would be great. Shows they love us. Your friend's watching something for the first time and getting to that scene versus you, the knower. You guys are so delusional and toxic. They will never be canon. Okay, anyway, now draw him pregnant. Bent wrists under the chin that hurt like hell when you wake up. His butt is not in the womb no more. Wake up and pay your taxes. I try and not sleep weirdly because I will always wake up with a dead limb. Come live with me in my burrow. What? Come live with me in my burrow. Okay. There are commutative diagrams everywhere for those with eyes to see. I got a sketchbook from a thrift store for cheap, and the sole drawing was him. You can do anything. I can do anything because Sonic tells me to. Shameless bait, but also just in general my favorite trope in media. Character that speaks in total gibberish, non-verbal, speaks in language no one else understands. That one character who somehow understands them / speaks on their behalf. Okay, so they said. So it's Groot and Rocket. My makeup looks so natural. How natural. When you somehow draw something really good, and now you've accidentally set the standard for your next drawing too high. Eating lemon shark. This is how lemon sharks are made. Me, when my hot dog turns into a scarf, I can't eat the scarf. Horses are genuinely so goated for building line confidence. They have the perfect mix of straight and curved lines. My lecturer has been saying, if you can draw horse, you can draw anything, for a reason. My pen broke all the way in the middle of agenda art. This is my Chris voice claim. Joe Bear likes your knife. Utilizing my sprinting skills well. If ever for some reason I was asked to be a Simpsons guest star, I would make them design me with a face shape like the one on the right instead of the one on the left. I hate maid training, there's so much to remember. We have pots and pans to clean. Ah, sweep, sweep. You do not sweep the dishes. I love how they made this into a comic. Unfortunately, my life right now as a corporate girly. I wish I was drawing yaoi right now. I love the idea that Chris is messed up and insane, but they're also the only human in the game, so everyone thinks humans are just like that. Chat, do you guys mess with this? Canon. The same base model for every single character. Fan art. Shape dynamics. Oh yeah. Setup. Punchline. Punchline. I lost it when he said punchline. Guy 1. Setup. Guy 2. Punchline. Being a papyrus is not for the faint of heart. Whoa. Can't wait to put limes in my eyes again. Mad because she's at the job she applied for and got hired, and is actually getting paid and actively agreed to come in early. I think a lot about that fruits basket story, where the onigiri, rice ball, thinks it's plain and bad with nothing special about it, but everyone else actually admires it because of that delicious plum on its back that it can't see. Batman villains are so funny because they all end up in Arkham over and over, so it's just like Killer Croc, painting a beautiful and sensitive portrait representing his inner turmoil. I had no idea insert plant was an invasive species in Gotham, poison ivy, painting a photorealistic fern. They are! They're so widespread that it's almost impossible to contain, and it really hurts my heart. The Joker trying so hard not to call them homophobic slurs because the therapist told him he would get extra Joker bush if he behaved for once in his life, and the Riddler's yearning for Batman. Okay, this is getting chaotic. All modern digital infrastructure, whatever Microsoft is AI, unpaid open source developers. Come on, shark, bite that cable. I am as old as the forest itself. But you must have been a baby at some point. Well, yeah, but I was still as old as the forest. I was the start of the forest. I need people to understand that sometimes autism is just this. Having a great time but not showing it. Stretches my legs out so far with all toes spread out wide. Dude, don't draw someone doing this. Funny exaggerated face I'm trying to replicate in my head. What it looks like in the mirror. Original character. Normal features. Probably short. The faker version. Tall and lanky. Bad analog horror eyes. Bad creepy smile. Probably has an FNF mod about it. Epic beast. But it's just a bug. What are these bugs called again? I can't stop sending this cat to people, so I may as well draw him. I love this cat, so I'm glad you did this. Worm on a string with a full plate armor. I was at home and not making spaghetti. What? During class, one of the boys silently slipped their calculator over to me, and this is what I saw. How can this be done? It's okay. We're together. We're okay. Pokemon with tragic backgrounds sticking together. Succulent saws. Bulbasaur from different regions. Alola, Kanto, Unova. Why all the mer dudes gotta have the cool shark fins? Why can't some mer ladies have cool shark fins and the mer dudes have some sparkly, beautiful scales that you need metaphors about rainbows to describe? I wanna see a cute mer lady with a killer whale for half of her body chatting up some cute mer dude with a rainbow fish tail, okay? Mermaids in human disguises exploring port towns. Mermaids getting surface groceries from a Vietnamese floating market. A baby fire goes to school at the Kindergarten. Ready to burn their ABCs. Are owl bear babies chicks or cubs? Neither. They're called chubs. Swap the B with a D. It changes everything. They are dating. Girlfriends? Talk to her. New chaos at lunch, leave Roblox, not so I'm in heaven. God. I only like one of these things. It's a cat, but the drawing of the cat doesn't look like anything like the cat, but it does. Do not hold in the pee, it is not healthy. Me, personally, I would say I'm a pretty healthy individual. I can't eat until I finish this. I can't pee until I finish this. And then when you're nearly done and you're standing up, bending over, just being on your keyboard and mouse. Tip, do not hold by antenna. You're gonna break them. How to make amalgamates in Dark Worlds. Grab a deck of cards, glue and scissors. Have fun. Don't do this. Everything is the same, except Sans and Papyrus switched eyes. Umbrella Corporation. So we just created this horrifying, unkillable monstrosity that it escaped. I'm gonna touch him. What? He is not safe. Anyways, I forgot to tell you guys, I have a bacterial infected throat. I love seeing everyone draw the most annoying angle of a human head. Some more successful than others. All brilliant because they were drawn by hand, by artists, by people who love the craft. I love human-made art. At an AI art workshop, the professor is teaching us how to draw freer and tilted up angle. I recently had to look up my own art tips to remember these twisting folds. I thought I was alone at my lab, so I started sobbing loudly, but it turned out I just couldn't see my very short supervisor behind the fish tanks. Box of fish doing the deed. 5'1" sobbing boy motor. Nefarious aquarium rack. 4'10" boss watering. Watching me? What is that meme? I am a comedic genius. Okay, kids, get those diagnostic engines revving. House, those aren't symptoms. Shut up, we're trying to cure you. Lupus? Definitely not. What is this? I'm not your boyfriend. Barf? What is this? What's this referencing? Anyway, I'm going on a second date with a girl soon, and couldn't wait but think, why would she want to keep going out with me? I'm like so weird and crazy. But then I remembered that there is also a plum on my back that I can't see, and that people often like others for reasons we don't recognize in ourselves. Be kind to yourself. There's always something good about someone, however little we remember it. They later made another Tumblr post saying the date went horribly. They blocked the girl. The end. I can't believe it took me this long to realize that people like me because of my fat, juicy butt. I need to go to bed. This is me watching anime at night. I can't fall to sleep while I'm watching an anime because I will not know where I stopped at, and rewinding is not something I want to do. I have to close